You probably had no idea that almost every gardener who has ever brought home a basil plant has killed it, sometimes within days, or after a long, frustrating cycle of buying and nursing the plant. And yet, in the tropical lowlands of India and Southeast Asia, where basil originates, the same plant grows as a woody perennial that lives for years, producing armfuls of fragrant leaves in blistering heat on almost no care at all. The plant was never the problem. Here is the truth. Nobody ever told you that supermarket basil was engineered to fail. What looks like one healthy plant is actually 20 to 30 seedlings crammed into a pot too small for even one of them, fighting each other to death before you ever brought it home. Basil is actually a wildly generous plant that has been wonderfully misrepresented. Once you know just 7 small secrets, the same herb that collapsed on your windowsill last month can produce fresh leaves in your kitchen every single week for the rest of the year. Some of these secrets are so simple, you will wonder why nobody ever mentioned them. So stay close, because the secret at number 1 is the technique that changed everything. In 2021, researchers at the University of Florida ran a controlled trial that confirmed this single method accelerates root development by 60% and produces 2.3 times more lateral roots than doing nothing at all. By the end of this video, you will never purchase basil again. Welcome to the channel. If you have ever watched a basil plant slowly die on your windowsill and blamed yourself, hit subscribe and drop a comment telling me how many times you have tried to grow basil with no success. Now let us get into the list of these 7 secrets ranked from immediately useful to permanently life-changing. Secret number 7 is the supermarket rescue. This is the first thing you need to understand before anything else on this list matters. When you buy a pot of basil from a grocery store or garden center, you are not buying one plant. You are buying 20 to 30 individual seedlings that were grown at high density for visual appeal on the retail shelf. Those seedlings are packed so tightly that their roots are tangled into a single suffocating mass. Every one of them is competing for the same tiny volume of soil, the same limited water, and the same insufficient nutrients. It does not matter how carefully you tend it. The pot is a battlefield, and most of those seedlings are going to lose. The fix is remarkably simple. Remove the entire root ball from the pot, soak it in a bowl of warm water for 10 minutes to loosen the tangled roots, then gently separate the mass into individual seedlings or small clusters of 3 to 4 plants. Repot each cluster into its own container measuring 4 to 6 inches with fresh quality potting mix. Water thoroughly and keep them in bright, indirect light for 3 to 5 days while the roots recover from the separation. Then move them into full sun. What looked like one dying plant is now 5 to 8 independent, healthy basil plants, each with enough space to breathe, drink, and grow. You are never killing your basil. The supermarket was selling you a plant already locked into a death spiral before it ever reached your kitchen. Dividing it is not a rescue technique. It is correcting a manufacturing defect. Secret number 6 is the water clone. This is where basil begins to feel like a cheat code. Take a 4 to 6 inch cutting from any healthy basil stem. Cut just below a leaf node. Remove the lower leaves so no foliage sits beneath the water line. Place that cutting in a glass of clean water on your kitchen counter. Change the water every 48 hours. Within 7 to 14 days, white roots will emerge from the submerged nodes. Once those roots reach 2 to 3 inches long, transplant the cutting into a pot with fresh soil. You now have a completely independent basil plant grown from nothing but a stem and a glass of tap water. No soil, no rooting hormone, no special equipment. Basil cuttings root at near 100% success rates naturally. A 2021 University of Florida trial demonstrated that cuttings treated with indole-3 butyric acid rooted 6.8 days faster and developed 2.3 times more lateral roots than untreated controls. But even without any treatment, the success rate is extraordinary. The natural auxin concentration in basil stems is high enough to trigger root development without intervention. Here is the detail that makes this secret genuinely powerful. You do not even need an existing basil plant to start. Walk into any grocery store, buy a single bunch of fresh organic basil for $3, select the 6 healthiest stems, trim the ends at an angle, remove the lower leaves, and place them in water glasses on your counter. Within 2 weeks, you have 6 independent rooted basil plants. That $3 purchase becomes a permanent supply. And if you combine this technique with secret number 1 at the end of this video, you will understand why nobody who learns this system ever buys basil again. Secret number 5 is the pinch protocol. This is the single most important harvesting technique most gardeners never learn. The mistake almost everyone makes is picking individual leaves from the bottom of the stem upward. This weakens the plant and encourages it to grow tall, leggy, and unproductive. The correct technique is to pinch or cut the main stem just above the second set of true leaves from the top. This removes apical dominance, the hormonal signal that tells the plant to grow one tall central stem upward. When you remove that apical tip, the plant redistributes auxin to the lateral buds sitting at the leaf nodes below the cut. 2 new branches emerge at every pinch point. 1 stem becomes 2, 2 become 4, 4 become 8, exponential branching from a technique that takes 2 seconds. University of Florida research documents that regular pinch harvesting at leaf nodes stimulates this auxin redistribution, forcing lateral branching that exponentially increases total leaf production over the growing season. Pinch every 7 to 10 days on every actively growing stem. Never remove more than 1/3 of the plant's total foliage at once. Basil needs some leaves for photosynthesis at all times. Most people treat basil gently because they are afraid of hurting it. The truth is the exact opposite. Basil rewards aggression. The harder you pinch it back, the more it produces. This is the only plant in your kitchen garden that literally thrives on being attacked. The pinch protocol doubles your leaf production, but it only works as long as the plant stays in vegetative mode. The next secret is what keeps it there. Secret number 4 is the flower block. This is the secret that separates people who grow basil for a few weeks from people who grow it for months or even years. The moment basil produces flowers, it has triggered its own biological death clock. Basil is genetically programmed to germinate, grow, flower, set seed, and die. That is its entire life cycle as an annual. Flowering signals the plant to redirect all energy away from leaf production and into seed production. Leaves become smaller, tougher, and noticeably bitter. Growth slows dramatically. Within weeks, the entire plant dies, not because something went wrong, but because from the plant's perspective, everything went right. It completed its reproductive mission. Your job is to prevent that mission from succeeding. Inspect your basil plants every few days. When you see a flower spike forming at the top of any stem, pinch it off immediately at its base. This forces the plant back into vegetative growth mode. It continues producing leaves instead of seeds. Combined with the pinch protocol from Secret 5, flower removal keeps basil in a state of permanent vegetative youth. The plant effectively believes its mission is not yet finished, and so it keeps growing, keeps producing, and keeps living. You are not hurting the plant by removing its flowers. You are hacking its own biology. In tropical zones 10 through 12, where basil grows as a short-lived perennial, consistent flower prevention extends productive life from months to years. In temperate zones, it extends the harvest from a few weeks to the entire growing season. Secret number 3 is the variety switch. Most gardeners grow only sweet Genovese basil. It is the standard variety sold in every supermarket and garden center on the planet. It is also the least forgiving, most cold-sensitive, most disease-prone basil variety in existence. Genovese is delicious. It is also fragile. The secret is that far tougher basil varieties exist, and some of them are genuinely perennial. African blue basil is a sterile hybrid between Ocimum killimanscaricum and Ocimum basilicum. Because it is sterile, it never produces viable seeds. That means it never triggers its own death clock. It flowers continuously, but never completes its reproductive mission. It is functionally immortal in warm climates. African blue thrives as a perennial in zones 9 through 11 and can be grown as an annual or overwintered indoors everywhere else. It is also immune to Fusarium wilt, the soil-borne fungal disease that kills more Genovese basil plants than any other single cause. Thai basil tolerates heat and cool temperatures far better than Genovese. Its anise-flavored leaves are essential in Southeast Asian cuisine, and it holds up to cooking heat without turning black the way sweet basil does. Holy basil, known as Tulsi in India, has been cultivated for over 5,000 years. Hindu households grow it in their courtyards as a sacred plant. In Ayurvedic tradition, it is called the incomparable one. It is placed beside the dying to bring peace and beside the newborn to bring strength. Peer-reviewed research published in the Journal of Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine has documented its adaptogenic properties, showing measurable effects on stress, inflammation, and immune function. Tulsi is perennial in zones 10 through 11 and more vigorous than sweet basil in every measurable way, a plant sacred enough for the threshold between life and death, and far easier to grow than the Genovese dying on your windowsill. Secret number 2 is the light and heat override. This is the secret that solves indoor basil failure permanently. Most people place basil on a windowsill and assume it receives enough light. It does not. The average indoor windowsill provides 4 to 6 hours of light at best. Basil needs a minimum of 6 to 8 hours and performs optimally at 14 to 16. Basil is native to tropical Asia, specifically India and Southeast Asia, where it evolved under intense equatorial sunlight, with day lengths of 12 or more hours year-round. A temperate zone winter windowsill provides a fraction of that intensity. Indoor basil does not die from insufficient water. It dies from insufficient light, and nobody tells you that. The fix costs less than $20. Position a basic LED grow light 4 to 6 inches above the basil plant. Set it on a timer for 14 to 16 hours per day. Maintain room temperature consistently above 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Basil suffers cellular damage below that threshold. Mist the leaves occasionally to counteract dry indoor air from heating systems. Continue pinching and harvesting every 7 to 10 days using the protocol from Secret 5. Under these conditions, basil grows through December as vigorously as it does in July. This technique is essential for anyone gardening in zones 2 through 8 who wants fresh basil through winter. In zones 9 through 12, outdoor basil continues producing year-round with minimal intervention. A tropical plant that evolved under equatorial sunlight, placed into permanent twilight on a winter windowsill, was never going to survive. Give it the light it actually needs, and the entire equation changes. And finally, secret number 1, the Perpetual Propagation Cycle. This is the technique that transforms basil from a disposable annual you replace every season into a permanent, self-renewing kitchen staple you never purchase again. Here's how it works. Take everything you have learned from the previous 6 secrets and combine them into one continuous system. Month 1. Start with a single healthy basil plant. Apply the pinch protocol immediately to trigger lateral branching. Remove any flower buds. Month 2, take 4 to 6 cuttings from the bushiest stems, root them in water glasses on your counter using the water clone technique from Secret 6. Continue harvesting from the parent plant while the cuttings develop roots. Month 3, pot up the rooted cuttings into individual containers. They become new producing plants. Continue harvesting from both the parent and the new clones. Month 4, take fresh cuttings from the new plants. The parent plant is still producing. The first generation of clones is producing. The second generation is rooting. You now have 3 generations of basil growing simultaneously. Continue this cycle indefinitely. Under a grow light using the override from Secret 2, this runs year-round regardless of climate, zone, or season. If a parent plant eventually declines after months of continuous production, its cloned replacements are already mature and actively producing. There is no gap in supply. No seasonal interruption, no trip to the store. The University of Florida 2021 trial confirmed that basil cuttings treated with IBA root 6.8 days faster with 2.3 times more lateral roots. But even untreated cuttings achieve near 100% success in water. This is the most reliable propagation system of any common kitchen herb. Now, consider the economics. A single basil plant costs $3 to $5 at a garden center. Fresh-cut basil at the grocery store costs $2 to $4 per small package. A household using fresh basil weekly spends $100 to $200 or more per year. The Perpetual Propagation Cycle eliminates that cost permanently after a single initial purchase. Over 5 years, assuming weekly use, the savings exceed $500 from one $3 plant. But the real value is not the money. It is walking into your kitchen at any moment of any day in any season, regardless of whether it is July or January. and picking fresh basil from a plant whose genetic lineage traces back to a single cutting you rooted in a glass of water on your counter. That is not gardening, that is independence. 7 secrets, one complete system, and the difference between people who kill basil every year and people who never buy it again comes down to understanding a single principle. Basil is not fragile, it is misunderstood. Every failure you have experienced with this plant traces back to one of the 7 problems we covered today. The overcrowded supermarket pot, the refusal to pinch aggressively, the flowers you let bloom because they looked pretty, the wrong variety for your climate, the windowsill that provided a quarter of the light the plant actually needed, and most importantly, the assumption that when a basil plant dies, the only option is to go buy another one. The perpetual propagation cycle eliminates that assumption permanently, but it does something else that matters more than the money it saves. It changes your relationship with food production entirely. Most people think of herbs as something you purchase at the store, a commodity, a consumable, something that arrives in a plastic clamshell, sits in the refrigerator for 4 days, turns black, and gets thrown away. The average American household wastes nearly 30% of the fresh herbs it buys because they deteriorate before they can be used. That waste disappears completely when the herb is alive and growing 3 feet from your cutting board. Think about what your kitchen looks like when this system is running. 3 to 4 basil plants in containers on your counter or under a grow light, each one at a different stage of its life cycle. The oldest plant is mature, bushy, and producing handfuls of fragrant leaves every time you pinch it. The middle generation is growing vigorously, filling out laterally from its first round of pinching. The youngest generation is a row of fresh cuttings standing in water glasses by the window, white roots beginning to emerge from the submerged nodes. Every week you harvest from the oldest plants. Every month you take new cuttings. Every season, the cycle renews itself without a single trip to the store, without a single seed packet, without a single dollar spent. And the culinary applications expand dramatically once you have a permanent supply. When basil is scarce and expensive, you use it sparingly. A few leaves torn over a pizza, a small handful blended reluctantly into a modest pesto. But when basil is abundant and free, you use it the way Italian grandmothers in Liguria have used it for centuries. Handfuls of it. Generous, extravagant, unapologetic quantities. A proper Genovese pesto requires 60 to 80 fresh basil leaves per batch. That is more than an entire supermarket pot contains, but a single well-maintained basil plant in the perpetual propagation cycle produces that many leaves every 2 weeks. You can make pesto weekly without ever depleting your supply. You can tear whole leaves into caprese salads, stir them into Thai curries at the last moment before serving, muddle them into cocktails, infuse them into olive oil, blend them into salad dressings, layer them fresh onto sandwiches, freeze them in ice cube trays with olive oil for instant flavor bombs you can drop into soups and sauces all winter long. Consider the variety dimension as well. Once the perpetual cycle is running with sweet Genovese, there is nothing stopping you from running a parallel cycle with Thai basil for your stir fries, another with Tulsi for your medicinal teas, and another with cinnamon basil for your desserts and baked goods. 4 basil varieties, 4 independent propagation cycles, 4 permanent, self-renewing supplies running simultaneously on a single kitchen shelf under 1 grow light. The total cost of that entire operation is 1 grow light, a bag of potting mix, and a few containers. Under $40 for a system that produces hundreds of dollars worth of fresh herbs every single year for as long as you maintain it. Basil has been cultivated by humans for over 5,000 years, from the temple gardens of ancient India to the kitchen windowsills of modern apartments across the world. It is the most popular culinary herb on the planet. It is grown on every inhabited continent, and it has been quietly defeating home gardeners for generations, not because the plant is difficult, but because nobody ever explained how it actually works. Now you know. The supermarket pot was rigged from the start. The pinch protocol doubles everything. The flowers are a countdown timer you can reset indefinitely. The right variety forgives what the wrong variety punishes. Light is the real limiting factor, not water. And the perpetual propagation cycle means that one single plant, rooted from one single cutting, placed in one single glass of water, can supply your kitchen with fresh basil for the rest of your life. Which of these 7 secrets are you trying first? Tell me in the comments. Subscribe so you do not miss our next video. And if you know someone who has been quietly mourning dead basil plants for years, share this with them before they waste another dollar on a supermarket pot that was designed to fail from the moment it was packaged.